Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and today I will be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm covering the mainline story. I'm doing this until Pokemon ZA comes out, which is coming out next week, believe it or not. It's on the 16th, on Thursday. I'm very excited. I plan on making a video the day of and playing the game. So very excited. Everyone in the fan base is really excited for this. It's a new entry to the Pokemon series after all. Okay, where am I supposed to be going again? Okay, okay, this is where we're supposed to. We need to report to her. Show what we've done to the Pokedex. Well, that's what I thought. Report to the commander's office. Oh, the commander. Yes, she's not the commander. The commander is up here. It's been a while I played this, so I needed to kind of remember. Where did I leave off? Oh yes, the Diamond and Pearl clan leaders just came. What do you intend to do about that Cleavor, Commander Komodo? He may be descended from a warrior of almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get to the point, Adam-man. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleavor is a precious ward of the Pearl clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have gone... Well, they've been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honorable nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleavor into such a violent frenzy. I'd love to know that myself, but this is a first as far as my clan knows, too. I see you've arrived. So this is Jolly Gaming Panda, the newest member of the Survey Corps. Aha, I hear that from you earned Wydeer's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adaman. If you came from beyond space-time rift, could you be from the space where almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Arida, leader of the I'm from the Pearl Clan, okay? Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I mean, really. I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleavor before deciding what must be done? You'd send this traveler, who supposedly fell from the rift, to study Cleavor? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how you knew you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid her chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you Galaxy folk really are, with all your weird ways. putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now. I order you to study Kleavor and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. Let that sink in. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Okay. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Kleavor, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Alright, so Kleavor is very powerful. Noted. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans. Understand? Join me downstairs. We'll cover the details of this new mission. Alright. So, definitely noted, don't do anything to offend the Diamond and Pearl clan. If I did that, things would get a bit, troublesome. I'm here. Ah, good. You're already here. Professor Lampington, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Kleavor's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Kleavor is a mighty thing. Nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Kleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Hear me? Extreme. Do you believe you can handle it? Not particularly, but, of course, okay, sure. Very well, then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the noble seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Kleavor. We need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one thing that rules over time. So, if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time. By Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, O amazing time traveler. Don't just study, Cleavor. Quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Cleavor situation. Oh, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleavor. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather just get this under control, you know. But it's hard for them to come out right and just ask for the Galaxy Team of all people for help. It's kind of tough for them. And the truth is, we and the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. So a Pokemon dear to us off in the mountains has flown into the same time of frenzy as Cleavor. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such a powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Cleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leanne. Leanne is a brilliant child, but also a bit... well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you about his beloved Cleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. Wow. I know. He just said his piece, then vanished. He must just value his time that much, I guess. Adaman and mine weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleavor, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Now that we've got the Heights camp, it should come in handy for getting to Grand Tree Arena. And don't forget to visit the pastures. Choosing your Pokemon team carefully makes a difference. Believe it or not, this point in the game, I could do this without my Pokemon team. Just watch. I'm gonna show everyone how you could beat Cleavor without going into battle with your Pokemon team. It'll be exciting. Okay, I think we're just leaving to the woods now. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across? Satchel always seems full. If that sounds like you, I'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. So basically, if you give enough Pokemon Yen to this guy, he will increase your satchel's storage, which is your inventory in a nutshell, because as you could see, it starts off small, but as you give this guy your hard-earned yen, you could increase it. But if you don't have any desire starting off to increase it, you could just dump everything into your storage chest, which is right in this room. I'll show you while I'm at it. So you could actually go right into here, your item storage, and just dump stuff if you aren't in the mood to increase your storage as of yet. So I just met the Diamond and Pearl clan, and they were an interesting bunch. And now it looks like I have to quell Cleavor's rage, basically, so we gotta go do that right away. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna cover that in the next video. I didn't really have time for much gameplay this episode. It was just so much main story dialogue, which is fine. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned.